I began my mindfulness practice today with mindful breathing, taking in deep yet natural breaths all the way down into the belly, bringing all my attention and awareness onto the breath, noticing how as I inhale, my belly rises, and as I exhale, how it gently falls. As I inhale and exhale, the oxygen is reaching to each part of my body. I become aware how each breath gives me energy, how each breath gives me life. As each inhalation and exhalation happens naturally, I begin to see this breath reaching all the way down into my toes, into my feet, then into my calves, my knees, my thighs, into my hips, into my pelvis and glutes, into my abdomen and lower back, into my mid-back, my ribs and chest, into my upper back and shoulders. And now the breath reaches down into my fingers and hands, into my entire arm, my neck, my scalp, and last but not least, this breath brings oxygen to my face. And now, having been able to feel and be aware of this breath reaching each part of my body, I take a moment to mindfully become aware of my entire body, while still breathing deeply and naturally. I check if there's anywhere in my body that is holding tension, if there's anywhere in my body that needs my attention specifically. Checking mindfully from head to toe if there is a place or places like this. And if there are, I take my awareness to that place. I stay present with whatever I'm feeling in that part or parts of the body. As I feel this part of my body completely, I allow my breath to go to that area and nourish that part of the body. I take note if there is any shift in this part of the body by me simply becoming mindful and present with it. And I ask that part of my body if there is something it needs from me in this moment. Perhaps it needs peace. Perhaps it needs to let go and relax. Maybe it needs some love. And maybe just by being present with it, it is nurturing enough for it to do whatever it needs to do. I remind that part of my body that it is good. It is so good. And I thank that part of my body for all that it does for me. And I notice I become mindful of how it feels now, of the shift that may have taken place. This is the magic of becoming present and aware. Simply being present is a way of caring for ourselves and our body. And as I close this mindfulness practice, I bring my attention back to my breath. And I thank myself for taking this time for self-care today.